Bella Byrne just writes, really want a reading for my daddy who passed away, John Hendrickson. March 6th would be 3 years since his passing. Thank you and God bless. So let's see what we can do here. We'll give your daddy a shout there, John Hendrickson, and what we'll do for this one, as I suppose we do usually, unless you were just watching the previous instalment of automatic writing as well, which you probably might do more of, but not this time. I think we'll just keep it to these mediumship cards here for now. We'll play it safe, as you would say, just for this one. Apologies for any sort of implication that any danger would have been used in any other method, but it's just that we're used to this one, aren't we? In the sense, each one of these mediumship cards has a pre-written sentence on it, and as we shuffle, Spirit manipulates and places them in order. In this case, John's Spirit, John Hendrickson's Spirit there. So as we do shuffle them, we just simply ask, Spirit of John Hendrickson, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, John Hendrickson, through these cards and move among us. Have you got a message there for your daughter? For your daughter Bella. Spirit of John Hendrickson, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, John Hendrickson, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of John Hendrickson, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, John Hendrickson, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to John Hendrickson and all absent friends. And we cut the deck, and where you heard it split there is now where John Hendrickson has joined us. And for that, John, I just want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank you for your presence. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your energy, and I want to thank you for your love, for the message that you've brought for your daughter Bella. Let's kick off straight away, as you'd say there, John, and let's just see what you've got to say to her there. We'll just grab the first card, we'll bring it round, but we'll flip it nice and slowly, not to disturb its energy, just out of respect for you there, my friend, and we'll just see what you've got to say. Simple, isn't it? I'll always point you in the right direction, Bella. That's what he's saying. Maybe he said that to you when he was... I got a sort of sense as though he may have said that to you when he was here as well. Don't worry if when I pass, just, you know, when you sort of say out of jest, I'll bloody haunt this place, or I'll bloody haunt you if you do that. In a similar sort of way, in an opposite sort of way, he said, when I pass, I'll make sure that I'll always watch over you. I'll always point in the right direction. I'll always show you, I'll show you the ropes. So it's like an opposite to that other version, isn't it? But it's a similar thing. It's like, and of course, when we make these promises, we I suppose make them in jest, but in spirit, of course, we have to honour them, don't we? And maybe that's what he's doing. He's honouring something that he did once say to you there. I want to pull another card now, because I normally deal out initially 3 cards, which is beginning, middle and end of statement with the 3 sentences. Let's see what the second thing he wants to add to that. He's just saying I was met by so many loving people when I passed over. As you know, you've said it'll be 3. Was it 3 years there? So, of course, over that 3-year period, I suppose a lot of 6th of March will be the 6th of March. You say 3 years since he passed. So of course it's coming up to virtually that now, isn't it? So So 3 years now. He's saying I was met by so many loving people. So there was a welcoming committee. You could say, couldn't you, Ray John? There was I just sort of see a smiley face nodding up and down. Yes, it was. Wearing glasses, I don't know. I don't know if that means anything, but it could be just my perception. Don't know. But anyway, laughing and joking apart, let's just move the deck slightly so we can put the next card on there and just bring it round again, nice and steadily. Just flip it slowly. He's just saying yes. I think he's referring to actually now as we speak in tears cleanse the soul. You don't have to let go, but it helps if you do. Tears cleanse the soul. $1, and that's maybe tears of joy, knowing that really, yes, I'm pointing you in the right direction, but there was a welcoming committee and I'm okay over here. That's basically, I suppose, in layman's terms, is what he seems to be implying there, doesn't he? Really. Although the I'm okay over here bit doesn't seem to be said, but he sort of, it's implied there, isn't it? I sense one more card needs to be put. Two. Oh, okay then. Two more cards. We'll just pull the one more card, I thought. And he's just saying here that, well, if I'd known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. And he's saying, I know, Bella, I know, but if I would have lived differently, you know that, but we can all have our regrets, can't we? Really, John. I mean, you know, fair's fair. But it's honesty at the end of the day, isn't it? Although it's the earth surrounded by darkness, nevertheless, there's light above, illuminating part of its surface. So at least the earth rotates, so everybody gets a fair share of that light, don't they? The second card I feel is important. Why, I don't know, because I had something say to instead of, he's just saying yes, it's not your fault. I think that's what the tears are about, isn't it? You blame yourself. He's saying, I just wish I'd lived differently, and things would have been different, but it's not your fault. It's probably not your fault neither, John. It's probably nobody's fault. It's just the way things were. It's the way we were conditioned. We're a product of our own environment. That's how we lived our lives there and then, and we didn't know what we know now. If as you said, if you'd known now what you know, if you knew then what you know now, the benefit of hindsight is a bloody wonderful thing, isn't it? Really. So join the club, but it's not your fault, Bella. That's what he's saying. It's not, Bella. It's not your fault. I'm here helping you, maybe not make the same mistake as I made or whatever. I don't know, but just don't turn to drink. As if he's saying, don't turn to drink. Don't do that. Don't turn to drink. Well, I'm thinking drink. It could, I mean, for all I know, he could be a bloody crack heroin addict or something like that. I don't know what he says, but laughing and joking apart, though, as if he's saying don't turn to drink. I was thinking he didn't mean no good neither, but I won't say that because I don't know if that's what was being said then. All I know is just saying it's not your fault. Look on the horizon, there may be darkness on the horizon, but look on the horizon because the light is above it. That's why you know it's darkness, because you know what the light is. Remember we said everybody gets a fair share of the light as the earth rotates, and as there's beginnings, middle and ends to all things, we all have a fair share, and it was just my turn. It's my time to go as well. I got a feeling another card here. I don't know why. Maybe I just could have said that then. I don't know. Another card. He's just saying in addition or something. He's just saying I have no more earthly worries. As if he's saying, "No, I've told you." But laughing and joking apart there, no, probably that's what he says. I have no more earthly worries. It's not your fault. I have no more earthly worries, and neither should you. This is behind us. It's in the past. There's nothing we can do about the negative. All we can do is focus on the light. The darkness is there deliberately so we know what it is, so we can know what the light is. We don't know what the light is if we don't know what the darkness is. We have to know what, because light and darkness can't exist without each other. Bella. Can they? And with that, I want to thank you, John, for that message. Very enlightening, wasn't it? I just want to push all the cards together here, all your message together, and just form a neat pile, just there, as we just pop the cards just neatly. I don't know, just pop them there, just where you can see them, and we'll get the rest of the deck. And as we do now, John, I just want to thank you, John Hendrickson, for your presence. I want to thank you for your guidance and your insight. I'm sure there's something there for all of us, really. I want to thank you for sharing this time with, I suppose, with Bella, your daughter, and with all of us. It's been a privilege to have met you, and maybe we meet again. Love is the law, love is the bond. Merry do we meet, merry do we part, and merry may we meet again, John Hendrickson. But for now, blessed be to John Hendrickson and all absent friends. And we lay the rest of the deck just on top of your dad's cards there, Bella. And as we do, we just close our eyes and just imagine a door wide open with a bright light shining through. That light that we know what is, because we know what the darkness is as well. Just like we know what the downs are, we know what the ups are, don't we? And imagine that light, imagine the door closing on that light, and as the door closes into the portal, the light fades and gradually goes out. And then once the door is closed now, the light is out, and that closes the sitting, and we can open our eyes again and return back to this dark, cruel, harsh world that no doubt we must draw our breath in pain to tell our own story. But for now, with the occurrence more and less which are solicited, the rest is silence.